Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment, here for an all-new 2019 NBA mock draft. The 2019 NBA Draft Lottery was about a week ago, so we now know the order, at least for now, of the 2019 NBA Draft, assuming there aren't any trades, but there likely will be trades. But we're going to stick with this order. I'm going to give you my 2019 NBA mock draft, and just so you know, there will be new mock drafts on this channel every Tuesday, and the week of the draft, I'll probably make a final mock on that Wednesday, so look out for that. So here we go, 2019 NBA mock draft, and to much of our dismays, the New Orleans Pelicans won the #1 overall pick. They have the right, they have the honor to draft Zion Williamson out of Duke with the #1 overall pick. Hopefully they don't waste him like how they wasted Anthony Davis and Chris Paul. Hopefully Zion can actually somehow bring a championship to this Pelicans franchise that may be greater than he'll ever be failed to do. We'll see. I'm not that optimistic, but I know this. I have a lot of faith in Zion Williamson. He does have some limitations, but just seeing where he is at 19 years old, and his shot is actually pretty decent. It's not completely broken like Alonzo Ball to where it needs a complete reconstruction. He's able to hit free throws decently right now as well, and we already know what kind of a beast he is when he's attacking the rim. He has defensive effort as well. He is absolutely the #1 pick in this draft. And by the way, expect a Zion Williamson scouting report soon on this channel, as well as probably anywhere from 5 to 10 NBA draft scouting reports in anticipation for the 2019 NBA draft. #2, we have Ja Morant going to the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Grizzlies are prepared to move on from Mike Conley. Those are the rumors right now. They have their eyes set on Ja Morant, and I understand that Ja Morant is probably the second best prospect in this draft. I still have some reservations between he and RJ Barrett. I hope to make a decision on that soon. Make no doubt about it, Ja Morant was better this year than RJ Barrett was this collegiate season, but RJ Barrett was a freshman and Ja Morant was a sophomore, right? The continued rise of RJ Barrett is still before us. He could rise and end up being maybe even the best player from this entire draft. In 10 years, it wouldn't shock me. So I'm still undecided on that, but rumors are the Memphis Grizzlies are decided on that. They have their eyes set on Ja Morant. In worst case scenario, I guess they might play Mike Conley and Ja Morant together. Personally, I don't think it'll work. I mean, you can put Ja Morant at the 2 or even Mike Conley, but they're going to be undersized, they're going to struggle defensively, and they're going to be lost for most of the time offensively as well, to be quite honest with you. I wouldn't do it. But the Memphis Grizzlies are the Memphis Grizzlies. They're not that smart, so they might go ahead and do it. #3, New York Knicks. And Knicks fans were very upset because their 14% chance of winning the lottery did not come true. Of course, your 14% chance of winning something did not come true. Of course, Knicks fans, I hate to break it to you, had a better chance going to the gas station and doing one of those stretch offs and winning $10 than you had of the Knicks winning the lottery. But it's okay, because you got the #3 pick and there was only a 40% chance of you getting a top 3 pick. So you were actually more fortunate than you should have been. You were more fortunate than the Atlanta Hawks. You were more fortunate than the Chicago Bulls. You were more fortunate than the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Phoenix Suns. Be happy about that, and be happy because RJ Barrett is one hell of a consolation prize again. He may end up being the best player in this entire draft 10 years down the road, and then things get interesting. We are going to be set on those top 3 picks throughout all of my mock drafts, but the rest, there will be variation. We'll start that conversation today. Now, I'm only going to discuss 4 and 5 today. In my next mock draft, I will discuss the entire top 10. So let's start with #4, the LA Lakers. I currently have them taking Darius Garland, the point guard out of Vanderbilt. Now, I know something about Darius Garland as I just graduated from Vanderbilt. And there's a lot of pros, a lot of cons. He only started 5 games for us. And trust me, I went to one of those games and he was absolutely on fire. Everyone knew he was the best player on Vanderbilt's team. And he is a guy that is absolutely undoubtedly talented. Is he ready to be the #4 overall pick, to be a premier pick? I don't know about him entirely maturity-wise. I'll just leave it at that. But if you give him a number of years, I think he'll get there. I think we're looking at a D'Angelo Russell situation here. Now, the Lakers couldn't wait 4 years for D'Angelo Russell to finally reach his pinnacle. They traded him away after about 2 years, and that was all he wrote in LA. Hopefully they're more, patient with Darius Garland than they were with D'Angelo Russell. It's going to be a similar type of progression where D'Angelo Russell showed you his rookie year. He had all-star potential. He had like a huge 37-point game, and a lot of Laker fans still remember to this day. And I believe it was against the Brooklyn Nets. And you saw, okay, this guy's going to be something down the road. Let's just be patient, and they ended up just trading him anyway. With Darius Garland, they're going to have to be patient, but he will provide that shooting for LeBron James. He's not really a catch-and-shoot guy, but definitely can shoot off the dribble, shot over 40% from 3. He will provide that. Now, yes, they could take Cameron Reddish as well, but Reddish did not shoot that well this year. 3, he shot okay, about 33%, but he shot 35% from the field. Can't finish at the rim very well right now. Mid-range is not consistent enough. Don't like Reddish or at this spot right now. DeAndre Hunter is another possibility for sure, but I think Garland has absolutely the highest upside outside of the top 3. Okay, he's the one outside the top 3 that has the other chance to become an all-star. Outside of that, I really don't see it. Maybe Bol, but I really don't see it. Maybe DeAndre Hunter. I do like Hunter, but outside of that, no more other all-stars in this entire draft. To me, I really don't see it. So Garland's the one potential there. If they keep the pick, we're going to see conversations, I'm sure, between them and the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for Anthony Davis. I'm sure the Chicago Bulls will come around because apparently they're interested in Alonzo Ball. We can see a 3-team trade there. Remember me telling you that today. But today, I have Darius Garland, and next week, I'll probably change and have DeAndre Hunter, so just look out for that. And speaking of DeAndre Hunter, I have him going number 5 to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I like DeAndre Hunter. He has a lot of things to offer, 3-and-D type player, and the Lakers don't take Darius Garland. DeAndre Hunter would be a good pick for them, but do the Lakers need another small forward? No. Okay, they really, 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 really don't need another small forward. Like, really don't need another small forward. Because LeBron James, although he can play the 4, he's a natural 3. Brandon Ingram, although he can play the 2, he's a natural 3. And Kyle Kuzma, although he can play the 4, he's a natural 3. We're good on the 3s when it comes to the LA Lakers, and I'm a Laker fan, by the way, if you couldn't tell. So that's why I lean away from DeAndre Hunter right now, although you could play him at shooting guard, I guess. But again, he'd be off the bench, and I don't know. Darius Garland was a much safer and nice pick for me. So here you go. The Cavs get DeAndre Hunter. You can put him next to Colin Sexton, next to Kevin Love, and the Cavs may be able to win 30 games next year as opposed to the horrible record that they had this past year. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the top 5, and that is my 2019 NBA mock draft. Again, there will be weekly mock drafts here on Sports Fan Entertainment, so make sure to stick around and subscribe. If you haven't already, check out the MJ Tape podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, and it's up on this YouTube channel as well. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.